This copyrighted telecast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Nevada. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the University of Nevada and Learfield.
Well, hello, friends. Mike Stephenson here, welcoming you to another installment of Champion Chevrolet's Wolfpack All Access. As always, we have got a bunch of silver and blue content to get to, beginning with a big week for men's hoops. Coming off that wild 2-0 week at home, including the miracle effort over Grand Canyon and the record crowd effort against UNLV, the Pack took its show back on the road, looking to keep the good vibes going at Boise State. Instead, Nevada was late to arrive in its contest with the surging Broncos, finding itself trailing by 20 points about 12 minutes into the game. The Wolfpack would flip the script and rally back. Tayshawn Comer leading a crazy second-half surge with some timely long-range shooting and a heroic length-of-the-court drive and buzzer-beating floater to force overtime at the horn. But the momentum would shift back to the home team in that extra period, with Boise getting the last laugh and a 91-87 win. Nevada then returned home for a critical bounce-back opportunity with Fresno State in the house. It's a game we brought you live on Nevada Sportsnet with these highlights delivered by BTX Logistics.
You got a Nevada team that's really good at not turning the ball over. It's kind of two opposites here, and probably something to keep an eye on. Type was a bit uncharacteristic with how deep Fresno knocks another one, but
here's Rawlison trying to maneuver his way in. Ends up in the hands of Coleman. He knows what to do with it. Rebor look down low. Price gets his hands on it. It's a turnover. Pack has numbers. Weaves. Count it. Lowry back in. Catch and shoot. Ball goes right to Walker. Back out to Camper. Students starting to get loud. Gorey wants to quiet him down. Comer now with under 5. He's got to just fire it. With the big Coleman on him. Passes tipped and stolen by Price. One man to beat. Elijah right to the rim. Where the jacket goes. Gorey on the cut. Oh, he'll miss the dunk. And he'll hear about it from the silver and blue faithful. That was sort of one of those tweener plays as Camper tries to answer. Bulldogs have it back. Weems tips it off the knee of Highbreeder. Bailey gonna get another chance. Lowry on the putback. I do have another note on your time against the Bulldogs, though. When we have a moment, Weems is having a moment himself. Sees that long frame of Coleman, gives it up. Gorey, that's a big three. Around the rim and down. Still with the ball in the lead. Swinging around. Rawlison in front of his bench. Yeah. Reaver hit the deck. Rawlison says, I'll go do something with it. Oh, how about Lowry taking it right off the rim and giving the Pack another possession in an open Camper three.
State, I think it's going to be a really big test.
Nevada handles business at home, 69-59 over Fresno State.
It's good. Always want to go on a break with a win, so it makes life easier a little bit. But we're going to come back and just get back right for San Diego State.
I'd say it's a mental focus and a physical focus. Like on the road, it's gonna be a battle, in the paint, on the court. So it's gonna be a crazy environment, but it's gonna be a fun game as well too. So we just got to prepare the right way.
Nevada is now 17-7 overall, 9-4 in Mountain West play, and heading into a midweek bye before a massive contest Saturday, a Valentine's Day showdown at San Diego State. Later on in the show, our Shannon Kelly connects with one of the Pack's biggest playmakers. That would be Elijah Price. Plus, we set the table for Nevada softball as the Silver and Blue defends its Mountain West championship. But first, we're sitting down with Associate Head Coach Craig Neal to talk some more ball. That's coming up on Wolfpack All Access. Welcome back here on Wolfpack All Access. We're at Legacy Hall and hanging out with Pack Associate Head Coach Craig Neal, coming off Nevada's 69-59 win over Fresno State. Coach had to wait over 30 minutes to take the first lead of the game. Sure enough, you guys hang your hat on defense and get a big win over the Bulldogs.
We did, and it was good for us because we haven't been that well playing defense. So, no, it was great. Our guys, they battled, they hung in there. Our efficiency was, I think, 94 or 95 in defense, and that's what we're looking for. It hasn't been around there, so that was one thing. And it was good to finally win a game where we relied on our defense. And our biggest thing was our defense was huge, and then we were able to make some plays late. We had some guys like Corey made some plays late. Vaughn was solid all night. We had 14 assists and 7 turnovers, so, we're still not turning the ball over. But you got to give Fresno credit. They made it difficult, and they're a lot better than people think they are, so it was a good game. I was happy for our guys.
They were coming off a very emotional win, was Fresno State, and maybe that had a little more of a spark early on. I guess take us inside some of those early huddles as they opened up as big as a 9-point lead. Shots were really not falling for you guys.
Well, the tough thing is when you play a game like that and you get good shots and they don't go in.
Yeah.
And we've been making those. It's like we talked about earlier. When we started this season, we were really worried about if we could shoot or not. And then we're first in the league in three-point percentage and right there, top of the league with free throw percentage. So we're doing some good things. Today, they didn't go in, but we made shots when they counted.
I think after, 15, 16 games missed with the clavicle injury,
Yep.
Joel back in action in this one. What was that return to action like? And hopefully at this point you guys can kind of continue to let him go now.
We got to get him into game play. It's easy to go work out and all that, but the biggest thing for him is just getting him game minutes. But if he can just give us 5 minutes because he's so big. I mean, we've lost some games like New Mexico was close, Boise was close, and we just needed another big man. But Jariah's done a great job. He's played very well for. Jariah's improved, and he's done some great things. He had a huge block tonight. But
I was just going to say.
Getting Joel back, it helps us with depth, and it helps us with physicality. And we can also put Elijah at the 4, and he's a mismatch nightmare at the 4.
Quick note on Vaughn Weems, who really has got a ton of energy on both ends for you guys, and he makes some big-time plays in this one. He can be loud at times, I think, with his play on both ends, but he feels like he can be sort of an engine for y'all.
Yeah, because he does both ends of the floor well. He usually guards the best player, and he's had 15 points tonight, and he made a big rebound. He had a big
the free throw box
rebound.
Out, right?
The free throw rebound was huge for us because we scored on that. And but he's an all-around player. The thing about Vaughn is it's very difficult for people to understand. Junior college players sometimes don't have the maturity as far as knowing how to play. He really knows how to play.
I guess you get ready for the Aztecs. So, I mean, that's an enormous opportunity for you guys. Nevada's never won at Viejas. You guys are still looking for that elusive quad one victory.
Yeah.
Huge opportunity on Valentine's Day in San Diego.
Yeah, it was really weird because our game here, it was 66-66 with 2 minutes to go. It was our possession. We missed a shot. Didn't really take a good shot. Then we had the ball at the minute 1. And we had the ball again, tied 66-66. And we just couldn't get over the hump. And then we've kind of figured that out. We've kind of won some close games. I said it earlier when I've been talking to the boosters and doing the thing before the game. Last year we didn't win close ones. We lost a lot of close games. And this year we've won them. We've had a couple of them we didn't win, but we've done a good job with that.
Safe travels, Coach Neal, and we'll see you in San Diego.
All right, thanks, brother.
Cool.
Appreciate you, man.
Yep. Next on Champion Chevrolet's Wolfpack All Access, from the LBC to the BLC and a couple stops in between, Elijah Price's road to the Wolfpack and how he pays it all forward. That's coming up. Champion Chevrolet's Wolfpack All Access rolls on. I'm Mike Stephenson. He was one of Nevada's most prized off-season additions, joining the Silver and Blue from an inter-conference foe. And so far, let's just say he has been worth the price of admission. Our Shannon Kelly recently sat down with standout forward Elijah Price.
White finds trailing Price. Price is fouled and counted.
Could high school Elijah Price have imagined that now he'd be here having this type of success and trying to help this type of a team?
Yeah, I would say so. I had probably about 6 or 7 offers coming out of high school. And then I waited a little longer to really decipher who I wanted to play for. And by that time, they had dried up on me. So that's when I understood it was a business.
The Long Beach native's road to Reno is unlike most of his teammates. Price spent a year at Golden State Prep, redshirted at Drake as a true freshman, then cemented himself in the Mountain West last season at Fresno State, before moving to the biggest city.
I knew I could go to a bigger school and probably make more money, but not play as much, and that's not what I wanted. I love playing the game, I love competing, so I didn't want to go to a school and be the 8th man off the bench. I wanted to make a real impact every night.
Price is fouled on the putback and counted.
What was it about Coach Alford and his coaching staff that really drew you to Reno?
Just their interest in me. When I hit the portal, Noodles was the second one to call me, and Noodles called me every day since then, so I could tell I was a priority for them.
How special is that to you, knowing the journey that you've been on to be able to be somewhere like this here with these types of coaches?
It's great. I told them on my visit that's what I wanted. I wanted to be pushed so I could play at my highest level, and they've done nothing but that since I've been here.
Price spins, goes to the goal, he's up, he's fouled, the shot goes!
You play so physical. Could you talk about that mentality every time you're out there about attacking the post?
Just being relentless, imposing my will. That's what Coach Alford talks to me about a lot about, just playing hard every time I'm out there for all the minutes I'm on the court. Once I make my mind up, there's not a lot of things that people can do to stop me.
Weaves in the key, feeds it to Price, who dunks.
Tell me about your foundation a little bit and how that all started.
Yeah, my foundation is Love from the West. It started an idea my mom had with me stepping into this new role. I told her I wanted to give back and help those in my community, especially the younger generation, and just be a role model to those that look like me and come from where I came from. When I was younger, I wasn't like the richest kid or didn't have everything, but so I was just like everybody else. So I never really gave back. I was always the one that was receiving from somebody, if anything.
Price and his foundation surprised his high school alma mater with an early Christmas present, a $10,000 donation to the basketball program.
I remember being in the same shoes as those kids playing for the same coach. And I thought it was really important I do something while I'm still close to them in age and can relate to them and able to still have a conversation with them as like an older brother, rather than being so far off they don't even know who I am or know anything about me.
Coming up, play ball. Big things are once again expected for Nevada softball as the reigning Mountain West champs take to the field. We're meeting the squad next on Wolfpack All Access. But first, here's Chris Murray with This Week in Wolfpack History.
Nevada athletics has had plenty of freshman phenoms in its history, but rarely has the Wolfpack had a rookie standout like women's basketball forward Chris Starr. On February 8, 1983, Starr scored an NCAA Division I record 53 points in a heartbreaking 82-81 home loss to Sacramento State. In just her 22nd college game, Starr sank 21 of 33 field goals and made all 11 of her free throws. She added 17 rebounds. Starr's record scoring binge remains the second most points for a freshman in NCAA women's basketball history, passed only by Delaware's Elena Deladon, who tallied 54 points in a 2010 overtime game. Starr finished her All-American career with 2,356 points, a school record by more than 400 points. And in 2007, she became the first player in program history inducted into the Nevada Athletics Hall of Fame.
Hey guys, my name is Alessandro Castro. I'm a left-handed pitcher here on the University of Nevada baseball team, and I'm going to answer a couple quick questions. Favorite pitch? Probably changeup, just because it's something that's been my best pitch basically my whole life, and just it's kind of a satisfying pitch just seeing it kind of dive away. So I think we have a really good team. We're going to go pretty deep this year, and it's just going to be a lot of fun, a lot of home runs, a lot of strikeouts. Just go to Canes. get a box combo, and then just play some Fortnite with my roommates. I'd probably say my PS4. It's just to play some Fortnite. Favorite baseball movie? Probably Benchwarmers.
Keeping things moving here on Champion Chevrolet's Wolfpack All Access. Nevada softball would, of course, love to keep the good vibes moving. Coming off its first Mountain West Championship run, the Pack wants more in 2026, including its first NCAA regional appearance in over 15 years. Chris Murray sets the table for the season.
The Nevada softball team's historic 2025 season ended on a sour note, as the 41-win Wolfpack fell just 2 spots shy of an NCAA tournament berth.
I'm going to be honest, I know every single one of the girls in that press conference when the selection show was going on, wanted to immediately get on the field right after that and get back to work.
Fueled by the most bitter NCAA tournament snub in school history, Nevada will aim for its 3rd straight 40-win season and seek a 2nd consecutive Mountain West regular season title. Both quests have an added degree of difficulty after second-year head coach Victoria Hayward challenged her team with arguably the program's most difficult non-conference schedule ever.
I just want to see what we're made of. I think, last year there was a little left in our preseason of, man, should we have challenged ourselves? And really our preseason is about preparing us for those big moments. So whether it's challenging opponents, challenging environments, just really want to use those opportunities to be challenged, learn, grow through it to hopefully be our best at the end of the season.
Nevada plays 9 power conference teams in a combined 12 games. There are 16 contests versus teams in last year's NCAA tournament. The purpose, Hayward said, was to give the Wolfpack its best shot of playing in an NCAA regional for the first time since 2009.
I think a lot of us are just super excited. I mean, it's intense, it's a little bit intimidating, but I think most of us are ready to just go in. Like, we have nothing to lose, so might as well put our name on the map.
While Nevada lost Mountain West Player of the Year Aaliyah Jenkins to graduation, the Wolfpack returned 7 position players who started at least 25 games, including preseason All-Mountain West picks Madison Clark and Haley Engelbrecht. The Wolfpack also boasts a star-studded pitching staff that includes all-conference returners Haley McLean and Tess Bamiller, as well as Iowa transfer Talia Tretton, who led Douglas High to 3 straight state championship games in high school. After a breakout 2025, McLean is the Mountain West preseason pitcher of the year.
I think the best part about Haley McLean is that she really wants to win, and she understands that sometimes that's going to be with her in the big moment, and then sometimes it's going to be leading this team in a different way.
Standing in Nevada's way of a repeat Mountain West title is Grand Canyon, the conference's preseason favorite after being added to the league this offseason. The Antelopes have reached 4 straight NCAA tournaments, a place Nevada hopes to reach this May for the first time in 17 seasons.
It'd be amazing. It'd be like a dream come true. It'd be super cool, super competitive, and I think we could totally handle it.
I think everyone realized how special this team was, how special this coaching staff was, and they knew that this team could be one of the greats for sure.
And Nevada started strong at the Tiger Classic in Baton Rouge, beating Illinois 9-0 in Friday's season opener, and also claiming a 1-0 win over NC State on Saturday. The Pack did take 2 losses to home squad LSU, a top 15 program, but did bounce back Sunday with a win over Lamar. Nevada now plays 5 games on the campus of Arizona State next weekend. Coming up, a look around the rest of Wolfpack land. Stick with us. Wrapping things up here on Wolfpack All Access, Nevada Women's Hoops is searching for a spark, this week taking a pair of tough losses. First, Wednesday morning in the season's second When I Grow Up game, where the Pack and Boise State went back and forth before a late third-quarter burst from the Broncos pulled them ahead for good as Nevada fell 70-61. The Silver and Blue then tried to bounce back Saturday at Fresno State, but the Bulldogs had other ideas in the form of a 71-51 decision as Nevada dropped its 7th game in a row. The Pack now hosts Air Force Wednesday at 6:30. And at the Reno Tahoe Indoor Track, Annalise Kalma topped her own school and facility record in the 400-meter. Her time of 52.31 is currently the 13th fastest in the country this season. We finish with a couple quick notes from the university. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, maybe you know, are high school nights for Nevada basketball. All local high schoolers are able to claim a free ticket to the men's game on Tuesdays or the women's games on Wednesdays. When you buy tickets online, just use the promo code HIGHSCHOOL26, as in 26. And make sure to book your group outing for baseball/softball anthem buddies now. You can call the Nevada ticket office at 775-348-PACK to lock in your spot. And Nevada, maybe you also know, is hosting the Mountain West Track and Field Indoor Championships. That's between February 26th and 28th at, of course, the new Reno Tahoe indoor track at the Reno Sparks Convention Center. Head over to NevadaWolfpack.com for more information on that event. All right, that's all she wrote for this week's installment of Wolfpack All Access, presented by Champion Chevrolet. I'm your boy Mike Stephenson saying so long, friends.
This has been an exclusive presentation from Learfield.